Hello everyone. Have you ever felt like your days are just happening? Like you do almost the same things every single morning, every afternoon, and every night? Maybe you wake up and the first thing you do is check your phone, or perhaps you always start your day with a cup of coffee or tea. These small actions we do every day, often without even thinking too much about them, these are what we call habits. And guess what? These little habits, whether they are good for us or not so good, they make a very, very big difference in our lives. They truly help to shape who we are and what we can do, and even how we feel. Today, we're going to spend some time talking about these powerful little actions that make up so much of our daily life. Oh, and by the way, hey everyone, I'm Eliza, and you are listening to Fluent Fox Podcast. I'm so happy you're here. And just a quick note for you, in the description box, right below this video, you'll find something special and absolutely free. It's a free PDF that has this entire conversation written down for you to read, and it also includes a fun mock test so you can practice your English from what we talk about today. It's a fantastic tool to help you learn even more and remember everything. So, let's really think about habits. What are they, exactly? Well, imagine your daily routine. Do you brush your teeth every morning when you wake up? Do you eat breakfast before you start your day? Do you go to work or school around the same time each day? These are all wonderful examples of habits. They are simply things that we do very often, so much so that they become almost automatic. Our brain loves habits because they are efficient, they help us save energy. When something is a habit, our brain doesn't need to make a new decision every single time we do it. It just knows what to do, almost like pressing a button. Think of it like this. If you walk on the same path in a park every day, many, many times, that path becomes very clear and easy to follow, right? It's easy to see where to step. That's very much like how a habit works in your brain. The more you do a certain action, the stronger and easier that path for the action becomes in your mind. Now, you might be asking yourself, why are habits so important? Well, this is a really big point because, believe it or not, our lives are largely built from our habits. What we choose to do every single day, little by little, these small choices build up to make us healthy or unhealthy, happy or unhappy, successful or less successful. If you are someone who has many good habits, like perhaps reading a book for a few minutes every day, or taking a short walk, or eating healthy food most of the time, then your life will slowly but surely start to become better in many ways. But on the other hand, if you find yourself with many bad habits, like maybe eating a lot of fast food or spending too much time scrolling on your phone, then your life might become less good over time. It's all about what we do consistently. Let's think about some common examples of really good habits that can help us. One good habit could be waking up a little bit early. This can give you extra time just for yourself before your busy day officially starts. Maybe you can use that time to exercise, or to read a little, or just to quietly plan what you need to do for the day. Another very simple one is drinking enough water. It sounds so basic, right? But many people don't drink enough water every day. And it's so good for your body and for keeping your energy levels up. How about reading a book? Even if it's just for 10 minutes a day, reading can help you learn new things, or it can be a wonderful way to relax with a story and escape for a little while. And of course, exercising. You definitely don't need to go to a big gym for hours and hours. A short walk outside, some simple stretching, or even a few easy exercises you can do at home can make a truly big difference for your overall health and how you feel. And for all of you listening right now, a truly excellent good habit is learning English every day. Listening to podcasts like this one, reading English, speaking English, practicing every day. This is a fantastic habit that will help you grow so much. Now, let's also think about some common bad habits that many of us might have. One that's very common today is checking your phone too much. Especially when you're supposed to be with your friends or family, or when you are trying to concentrate on your work or studies. It can really stop you from focusing on what's important. Another one might be eating unhealthy food too often. Things like too many bags of chips, or lots of candies, or sugary drinks. Over time, these can be really bad for your body. And for many people, staying up too late is a bad habit. This can make you feel very tired the next day, And it can also affect your mood and how well you can work or study. And sometimes, a bad habit can be something like complaining a lot. Always talking about negative things can actually make you feel more negative yourself. So, the big question is, how can we actually change our habits? This is what many people want to know. It's important to know that it's not always easy, but I promise you, it is absolutely possible for anyone to do. The real secret is to start very, very small, to be patient with yourself, and to be very consistent in your efforts. Let's talk about building new good habits. Maybe you have a goal like you want to start exercising more, or reading more books, or maybe you want to dedicate 30 minutes to learning English every single day. The first step is to start very, very small. Don't say to yourself, I will exercise for 2 hours every day starting tomorrow. That's usually too big of a goal, and you might get tired quickly and just give up after a few days. Instead, try saying something like, I will walk for 5 minutes every day, or I will do 5 push-ups, or I will read just 1 page of a book. For example, if your goal is to drink more water, don't say, I will drink 3 liters of water today. That's a huge jump. Instead, try, I will drink 1 glass of water right after I wake up in the morning. This is such a tiny, easy step that almost anyone can do it. The second step is to make it as easy as possible for yourself. Think about how you can make your new habit incredibly simple to do. For example, if you want to read more, put a book right next to your bed, or on your kitchen table, somewhere you will see it easily. So when you sit down, the book is right there, ready for you. If you want to exercise, try putting your exercise clothes ready the night before, right where you can see them when you wake up. And if you want to drink more water, always keep a water bottle with you, wherever you go, all the time. The easier it is, the more likely you are to do it. The third step is to do it every single day. Consistency is super important when you're trying to build a new habit. It's much better to do a very small thing every single day than to do a big thing only once a week. Every day you do it, you are building that path in your brain stronger and stronger. So, if you want to learn English, try to do something, anything, for 10 to 15 minutes every single day without fail. Maybe listen to a short English podcast, read a short English article, or just learn 5 new words. Try your best not to skip days if you can help it. The fourth step is to use a trigger, which we sometimes call habit stacking. This is a very smart way to start a new habit. You basically connect your new habit to an old habit that you already do automatically every day. For example, maybe you already drink coffee every morning without thinking. So, you can decide, after I drink my morning coffee, I will read 1 page of a book. The act of drinking coffee is your trigger for the new habit. Or, you already brush your teeth at night. So you could say, after I brush my teeth, I will plan my clothes for the next day. This makes it so much easier to remember to do the new habit because it's connected to something you're already doing anyway. And the fifth step is to make it fun and celebrate your small wins. When you complete your new habit, even if it's just for 1 day, give yourself a little reward. It doesn't have to be anything big. For example, if you read 1 page every day for a whole week, maybe you can allow yourself to watch 1 episode of your favorite show. Or just tell yourself, good job, Eliza, and feel that sense of pride. This positive feeling, even a small one, helps your brain want to do the habit again tomorrow. Let's imagine you want to start a new habit of exercising. You decide to start with walking for just 5 minutes right after dinner. It's small. 5 minutes is so short, almost anyone can find 5 minutes in their day. It's easy, you just need your shoes, nothing special. You do it every day, you try to do it right after every dinner. Dinner is your trigger, after dinner, you walk. And you celebrate, after a week, you'll probably feel a little bit stronger, a little bit better, maybe you have more energy. That good feeling is your reward. After a few weeks, walking for 5 minutes will feel incredibly easy. Then, maybe you can make it 10 minutes, then 15 minutes. This is exactly how small, tiny habits can grow into really big and positive changes in your life. Now, what about breaking bad habits? This can often feel a little bit harder because our brain is already very used to doing these actions. But just like building new habits, breaking old ones is also very, very possible. The first step is to clearly identify the bad habit. You need to know what it is you want to stop doing. For example, you might say, "My bad habit is that I check my phone too much." Or, "My bad habit is that I eat too many sweets late at night." The second step is to understand the trigger for that bad habit. What usually makes you do that bad habit? For instance, do you check your phone when you feel bored? Or perhaps when you hear a notification sound? Or is it the very first thing you do when you wake up in the morning? And do you eat sweets when you're watching TV? Or maybe when you feel stressed or sad? Knowing what causes you to do the bad habit is key to stopping it. The third step is to make it difficult to do the bad habit. You need to try and put some obstacles or challenges in the way of your bad habit. For example, if you check your phone too much, try putting your phone in another room when you are working, or when you are eating dinner with your family. Turn off most of your notifications so your phone doesn't call for your attention all the time. The goal is to make it much harder and less convenient to reach for that phone. Or, if you eat too many sweets at night, the simplest thing to do is just not buy them when you go to the store. If the sweets are not in your house, you physically cannot eat them. The fourth step is to replace the bad habit with a good one. This is a very powerful technique. Instead of just trying to stop doing something, try to replace that action with something better and positive. For example, if you usually check your phone first thing in the morning, that's the bad habit, you can replace it with drinking a glass of water, or stretching your body for 5 minutes, or maybe reading just one page of a book. Or, if you usually eat sweets when you watch TV, try replacing that with eating some fresh fruit, or drinking a nice cup of herbal tea. Your brain still expects to do something at that time, so by giving it a good choice, you satisfy that urge in a healthy way. And the fifth step, which is so important, is to be patient with yourself and don't give up. Breaking bad habits takes time, and it takes a lot of effort. You will probably fail sometimes, and that is completely okay. If you check your phone too much one day, don't say to yourself, "Oh, I failed, I cannot do this." Just tell yourself, "Okay, that happened today. Tomorrow, I will try again." Every single day is a brand new chance for you to try again. Let's use the example of checking your phone too much again, and how we can apply these steps in a continuous way. You first identify that your habit is checking your phone all the time. Then, you think about what makes you do it. Maybe it's feeling bored, or hearing notifications from apps. To make it difficult, you decide to put your phone far away from you when you're busy, or even in another room. You also turn off the sounds for most of your apps. Next, when you feel that familiar urge to check your phone because you're bored, instead of reaching for it, you decide to replace that action. Maybe you pick up a book to read a few sentences, or you put on some music you like, or you simply look around you and talk to someone nearby. And finally, you know it's going to be hard at first. Some days you will be successful, and some days you might slip up. But you keep trying. You tell yourself that progress is more important than perfection. Sometimes, people think, "Oh, I need to make really big, huge changes to completely change my life." But it's often the small changes, the tiny ones, that you do very consistently, that actually make the biggest and most lasting difference. Think about a tiny raindrop. One single raindrop is almost nothing, right? But if you have many, many, many raindrops, falling consistently, they can fill a huge river, or even a big lake. It's exactly the same way with habits. If you decide to add just one new good habit every single month, just one small thing. In month 1, maybe you drink 1 extra glass of water right after waking up. In month 2, you decide to walk for 5 minutes after your dinner. In month 3, you read 1 page of a book right before you go to sleep. In month 4, you commit to learning 5 new English words every morning. Imagine that, after just 1 year, you will have 12 brand new, good habits that are making your life better. Imagine how much healthier, how much smarter, and how much happier you would become just by doing these small, consistent actions. And it's also very powerful if you decide to stop one bad habit every few months. Maybe in month 1, you focus on stopping checking your phone first thing in the morning. Then, in month 3, you work on reducing how many sugary drinks you consume. And maybe in month 5, you try to stop complaining about very small, unimportant things. If you do this, your life will slowly, but surely, become much more positive, much calmer, and more focused. And since this podcast is all about helping you learn English, let's talk specifically about English learning habits. These are so important for your progress. A really good habit is to listen to English every single day, even if it's just for 10 minutes. This very podcast you're listening to right now is a fantastic start. You can also watch short English videos, or listen to English songs you like. Just get your ears used to the sounds. Another excellent habit is to read something in English every day. It can be a short story, a simple news article, or even just comments on social media posts. The goal is to get your eyes used to English words. And a truly important habit is to speak English. Even if it's just with a friend, or honestly, even to yourself in the mirror, don't be afraid to make mistakes. Mistakes are not bad, they are a necessary part of learning and getting better. And finally, a great habit is to learn new words and phrases consistently. Try to learn maybe 3 to 5 new words every day and then try your best to use them in sentences. If you make these things a regular habit, something you do almost without thinking, your English will improve much faster than if you only study sometimes, or only when you have a big test coming up. Consistency is the key to mastering any new skill, especially a language. So, as we finish today, I want you to remember this. Changing habits is really a journey, it's not a race. There will be some good days where you feel strong and successful, and there will be some not so good days where it feels harder. That's totally normal. The most important thing is to keep going, even if you have a slip-up. Don't try to be perfect, instead, try to be consistent. Consistency is more important than perfection when it comes to habits. I really encourage you to start today with just one small change. Think about one single habit you want to start, or one bad habit you want to change. Make it incredibly small and incredibly easy, something you know you can do. Maybe you decide that today, you will drink just one extra glass of water. Or maybe you will read just one page of an English book you have. Or perhaps you will simply walk for 5 minutes after lunch. Whatever it is, choose that one tiny thing, start small, and then commit to doing it again tomorrow. Remember, small steps, taken consistently, lead to huge results over time. Thank you so much for listening to Fluent Fox Podcast today. I truly hope this episode has given you some valuable ideas about the power of habits in your life, and most importantly, I hope it has helped you practice and improve your English. Don't forget to check the description box right now for that completely free PDF with our full conversation and the mock test to check your English skills. We'll talk again very soon about another interesting topic that I hope will help you grow and continue to learn. Until then, keep practicing your English, keep working on those small, powerful habits, and remember, small habits truly can lead to incredibly big changes in your life. See you next time.